The year is either flying or dragging, and if it's dragging, time off can't come soon enough. But have you even booked in your next day of leave for this year? I know people who haven't yet, and while they do feel a bit sad about the fact that they have low leave balances because their company forced them to take time off from their annual leave over Christmas, what they're really saying is that they're looking for time off to really count. People talk about structuring leave to get the most out of it, but how many of us actually do it before we start seeing our colleagues colouring their holiday days off? Or even despite seeing others doing it, each year still seems to pass on by and you didn't optimise. You keep seeing that friend or colleague sitting at their desk smiling happily because they've got everything planned out already and something to look forward to. And it's always the same one who seems to get so much travel and leisure time in each year. It's like they somehow managed to do 2 weeks in the Maldives and 2 weeks in Thailand and 2 weeks in South Africa and 2 weeks in Canada. That doesn't add up because it's all about optimization. Well, there are a number of ways to go about it, and what works for Jen might not work for Billy, but here's one way to do it. Firstly, put 1 week of leave aside. That's your whenever fun. Use it for maid of honor duties or a last minute cruise deal. Sub to see my $29 a day cruise video coming out soon. Or maybe you just need a few cheeky long weekends over the year to get your washing done. Your whenever fund is really there so you can let go of any feelings of worry that you might have about kind of scraping the bottom of your leave balance barrel. Say that 3 times fast. Secondly, here's the not so secret that people know but don't often put into practice. Public holidays. But Jen, everyone already talks about that. And don't worry about everyone else. We're talking about your time here and what you're doing with it. Align with these dates and you'll get more time off in one go, giving you more time to relax and reset. You can maximize your time off without having to take as many annual leave days, which is awesome when you want to take an extended break but don't actually have the amount of leave required to cover it. Or you may want to turn that already long weekend into something a little extra special so you can venture just a little bit further from home. Sometimes there's also group buying deals around peak periods, and you can take advantage of companies who have lowered their prices because of the number of people booking. So let's address the elephant. Yes, this does mean that other people are likely taking time off at the same time as you. Working while other people aren't can be really good because the office is really quiet and people aren't interrupting you all the time. However, if you do coordinate your time away with the majority, it does mean that you're all coming back together and you're not coming back to a pile of emails, there's less stress and not quite as much catch-up work to do. And everyone can share stories and ease back in together. Of course, cost is one of the reasons why people choose not to use this method. If you can avoid traveling in high seasons, often you can negotiate better rates on things like transport and accommodation. You can also avoid those service charges at restaurants on the actual public holiday dates and simply just stay off the road when it's congested. So is it more expensive? Sometimes yes. Is it still worth it? Probably. Another consideration is that your family commitments may just dictate when you can take time off. And likewise, you might have a workplace that has very specific deadlines or staffing requirements. So, in regards to leave dates, if you haven't already, book them in now before your boss realizes that everyone's trying to take the same dates and you miss out. If you can put those other issues aside, the extra leave days that you can save with a little pre-planning, especially the earlier in the year that you can lock in those plans, can be a total game changer when it comes to how much time you get for recuperation and recharging. So you've missed Australia Day. No worries, here are some suggested dates that you might want to consider. A little bonus thought here. When you take off a task and move it from your mind, you create a sense of freedom. Why stress about having to remember to put in the leave dates every time that you want to take them when you can put in some of those holds at the start of the year? That way it's done. You can later then jiggle them around if you need to, but by placeholdering as soon as you can, you're less likely to lose out on the dates that you want, less likely to kind of get there and just be like, oh, well, I haven't put it in, no worries, don't worry about it. And also less likely to get a phone call from HR or your boss saying that your leave balances are getting out of control, which has happened to me multiple times. Like I said, there are different ways of going about it, so tell me in the comments how you do. Do you plan ahead really early, or do you just kind of wing it and see what happens throughout the year? Or are you sitting there going, leave balances? What leave balances? Thanks for watching. It was lovely having you here. If you would like to support me or my channel, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing, or leaving a comment. It really does help the algorithm, and genuinely I appreciate hearing from you. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.